Now, since this was a last to first challenge, as you can see, I didn't set a time in qualifying. So Boris took pole position, then it was Prostig, Lead Dog, Ryan and T-Bone, and then me who didn't set a time. Now, unfortunately, there was only 5 other drivers who showed up, so there was only 6 in total, but it was still good fun for last to first challenge. So away we go then at the start of the race. Prostig immediately takes the lead in that BMW, and then we've got Boris down at P2, then we've got Lead Dog and Ryan, and then we've got T-Bone and me closely behind. Lead Dog goes a bit wide on the exit of turn 1, Ryan's down the inside, and then I go down the inside of T-Bone, have a wee look at Lead Dog as well on the outside of Lead Dog coming into turn 3, but I'm not able to get close enough and slot back in behind him. Unfortunately, I completely muck up my start, as you can see there, so I lose a ton of time at the start and I have to slot in behind T-Bone there into the first corner. T-Bone doesn't get the best of exits, I get a much better exit, go for the inside into the hairpin. Lead Dog's very early on the brakes, leaves the door open, I send it up the inside of both of them, but I don't get a good enough exit, and Lead Dog's able to hold that inside line into turn 3 and cut me off there. Now here, Ryan takes a slow down in the middle of the track. What a pass by Lead Dog, somehow stays in control of the car. I think Ryan took a slowdown or was very early on the brakes, and Lead Dog goes around the side, touching the grass and stays in control. Very nicely done there. Then on lap 2, I'm right on the back of Lead Dog into turn 2 on the hairpin, send it down the inside late on the brakes, he leaves the door wide open, and we take that position up into P3 by lap 2. So it would have been good if there was some more cars. As you see on lap 5, we're already behind the leaders. So if there was more cars, it would have made it a bit more fun overtaking more drivers, but it was still a good challenge. Here Boris going down the inside of Prostig, but cuts the corner, gets a slowdown and has to give the position back down into P2 again. Here on lap 6, Prostig had a slowdown penalty, had to take it. That put me and Boris into first and second. And now, during the pit stop phase, as you can see, Boris got a 13-second time penalty, which he ended up retiring after getting more and more drive-through penalties. But as you can see on lap 10, Prostig got the jump on us through the pit stop phase, so we're back down at P2 on lap 10. And then I go completely wide on the exit of turn 1, take far too much speed, but then by the end of lap 10, I'm back on the tail of Prostig trying to get a move done. Into turn 1, Prostig goes a bit wide, I'm able to get a better exit and send it down the inside onto the hairpin. Hold that inside line, Prostig isn't able to hold it around the outside, and we're up into what is a net lead because Lead Dog hadn't pitted at this point. Here T-Bone in the yellow BMW touches the grass, spins it, flying into the wall. Unfortunately that did destroy his race there, really destroyed the front of the car. Now here, skipping all the way to lap 23 now, Prostig got really held up by Ryan there. Ryan hitting Prostig on the straight, which was really not good at all, because with Ryan being a back marker, he should just let Prostig through, because Prostig still had a chance at beating me to the win. But then as you see into turn 1, Ryan then comes up the back of Prostig, actually contact into the first corner, which is really not good because Prostig, as I said, could still have a chance at beating me to the win. Then Prostig, I'm not sure if he was trying to let him through or what happened there, but then Ryan just hit Prostig in return, which was really not good at all. It was really unfortunate for Prostig there. We were leading before he got stuck behind the back markers, but at the same time, we wouldn't want to win just because he got held up by them either. So we were able to take the win there though. Really happy with this because it was a weird coincidence. This is the same car and track that I got my very first win in the Project Cars 2 League about 11 months ago or so. And now this is my final Project Cars 2 League race on Xbox, and I take a win in the same car and track, so really happy with it. So we were P1, then Prostig P2, then Lead Dog, T-Bone and Ryan. I would like to thank everyone for participating in the league. It was the first league I hosted, so thank you to PLR for allowing me to host the league. Really enjoyed it. It was a shame that the attendance started to drop, but it was still good fun. Thanks everyone for participating. We were able to win the championship, so that is our 5th league championship that we've won on Project Cars 2, so super happy with that. And now we will be moving to PC, so hopefully see a bit more PC content in the future. As always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.